Hi guys, my name is Peter and welcome to our channel. Today, in this video, I was gonna show you my entire collection of portable handhelds made by me. You probably saw my previous video I made a few years ago about my collection, and I didn't have at that time as much as I got right now. Well, I'd like to show you all my handhelds and how it starts. Pretty much the first my handheld was Sega Genesis. To be honest, Sega Genesis is a pretty cool system. I have lots of good memories, and 4 or 5 years ago or so I decided to build a handheld, and that was my first one. Factory case, it's a AG85, I believe. The D-pad, ABC control buttons, start, power, and a reset. TV out, second player controller, volume control, and charging port. This system even works right now. It's kinda cool, it's pretty durable, and like I said, my first handheld ever. I tried to put as much effort I can, but back then I didn't have any experience. Pretty much you can see it turns kinda standard, and this case quite often people use them to build it handhelds. Pretty much, I should say, nothing special probably, but for first system it's kinda special for me. Then I decided to build it a GameCube portable, because I kinda like it GameCube also, and that was my first GameCube ever. It turns pretty good. It's a 5-inch screen, 800 by 600 resolution, analog, D-pad, action button, C-stick, start, power, and it's working. Here's the reset button to Wikifusion. It's running a Wikifusion. Anyway, it's pretty good system. Shoulder buttons from original GameCube, Z button, and cooling fan. It's pretty old system already. I built this one also probably like 4 years ago or so, but still running. It has a lot of mileage, but no complaints, no issue. Then after GameCube, I decided to build it PlayStation 2, and currently this PlayStation 2 is not in non-working condition. I'm kind of waiting for a new motherboard, but it turns pretty good. And both analogs I did relocated. D-pad, action button, start, select, volume control, and what's called the button? Mode button. 3 buttons to control LCD screen, speakers grid, shoulder buttons, TV out, second controller memory card, and power switch. Also, the system, it was using original DVD drive. Pretty much it was capable play PS1, PS2, and DVD movie, and NCD disc. It's actually pretty good, all in one. Like I said, and plus it was my third system I ever built. It kinda turns pretty good. Not too bulky. Well, it's kinda big. It's portable, but it's not packable in any means. There's no pockets can fit this size. And here's the N64. I built it, and when I was working on the N64, at that time I decided to build it something on a professional scales, almost like a prototype, factory prototype. That's why I embedded original cartridge slot instead just cutting with Dreamer tool rectangle shape hole. And D button, analog, D button, action buttons, start, power, it's also, I mean, in good working condition. Both shoulders from GameCube, and Z button, original Z button. And this side has a charging port and headphone jack. It turns pretty good actually. I really like it the way N64 it turns. Then after N64, I decided to build it Wii laptop. I see a lot of people do build Wii laptops, and they kinda big and bulky, much bigger than original console. My laptop, it turns pretty small. It's actually smaller than console itself. And let's see, it boots. Yeah, it's still running. This system I built, I believe, around 3 years ago or so. And sensor bars, because a lot of people ask me where it is, where there is the sensors. 7-inch screen. I believe it's also 800 by 600 or so. 2 speakers. And like I said, it actually turns pretty good. Charging port, power switch, cooling fan, sync button, headphone jack, and micro card. No, actually, it's a volume control, power lead, micro SD card. Instead of full-size SD card, I converted to micro. Second, cooling fan, and USB port for running from thumb drive. Then after Wii, I decided to build it TurboGrafx PC engine. To be honest, TurboGrafx, especially here in the United States, it didn't get appreciation, I should call, the way it deserved it. And not many games was been available here compared to Japan or Europe. But to be honest, I really like TurboGrafx, and pretty much I decided to build it. It turns pretty good. It's based on PC engine Core Graphics 2, I believe. And let me show you how it looks. 5-inch screen, also it's 800 by 600. Power jack. I make it a kind of fancy shape housing. Finger bumper, I call finger bumper. It's much easier to hold it. TV out, power switch. Yeah. The volume actually pretty good. I mean, it's a nice small unit. I mean, pretty light actually, and it turns really good. Then after PC engine, I decided to build it a second Sega Genesis, because the first one, it was my really first one, and since some time passed, I gained some experience, skills. I decided let me build it a second one, and this is a second Sega Genesis. It turns actually much better than the first one. Also same thing, I tried built on a professional level, all gaps, make sure it's nice, not too big, and it turns really good. Well, D-pad. And when I was building this Sega Genesis, I was kinda motivated from Sega Genesis Nomad. Remember, Sega Genesis has a similar style D-pad. It almost looks like an analog. And back in 95, it was kinda really revolutionary style for handheld. And when I was building this Sega Genesis, I decided, well, let me find a similar D-pad that what Sega Genesis Nomad used to have. This D-pad is from original Xbox, but not original controller. It's a aftermarket controller for original Xbox. It turns pretty good. Pretty much start, mode button, 6 button for action button, power. Well, there's no cartridge, and also same thing as my N64 I embedded original cartridge slot. In that case, like I said, with cartridge slot it looks more professional than if you just cut it rectangle shaped hole. Like I said, it turns pretty good. It has a TV out, power switch, quite light, pretty powerful. I mean, it's fully portable, and a second player joystick, charging port, and volume control. And then my last console for 2007, which is finished, it was Super Nintendo. I mean, I do like Super Nintendo also, and back in 90s I still have a good memories from Super Nintendo. Like I said, 6 months ago I decided let's build it, and a few months later or so, that's what I come out. Let me show you a side view. It's from here, it kinda looks maybe a little bit too big. Why? Because I did embed it also original cartridge slot. I didn't wanna just leave it rectangle shape. I want to make sure it's kinda professional shape. And in hands, when you hold it, it feels really nice, really nice. I mean, trigger buttons from Nintendo Wii, looks really cool, and it's pretty comfortable. Power button. Actually, there's no cartridge. I mean, it looks really good. Actually, let me put the cartridge. Let's see. There you go. Classic Super Mario. This cartridge has so much mileage, but still bringing a good memory. Let's see, where's the volume? Well guys, this is a short video about my homemade handheld collection, and I hope it will keep growing. Currently I'm working on another Sony PlayStation 2, and also in the same time I'm working on some secret project. About secret project, of course, I'm not can tell you what it will be. Well, I hope you guys do like this video. If you do, thumbs up. If you don't want to miss any future videos, subscribe. Also, if you want to see any videos about individual games this console, how I build it, you can check on our channel. All those videos is there. Well, I hope you guys like it. Thank you for watching, and have a wonderful day. Bye bye.